Greetings, beloveds. This is Amy Karen Johnson, the Earth Channel, here with you today with another message from Gaia, including an astrological message using a synthesis of human design and sidereal and Vedic astrology. This week we will focus upon the 214 channel, which will be defined by the transits this week, both conscious and unconscious. If you would like to see if you have this channel defined in your birth chart, or if someone you know does, you may run free charts at humandesignamerica.com/chart. And if you don't know your birth time, use noon. I am currently running a sale on birth chart and birth time rectification, as well as other charts and readings. So please check out my video at my YouTube channel, Amy Karen Johnson, and the link will be provided in the description below. The 214 channel will be circled in the chart which I will provide you, showing the transits for this week. Gate 2 is in the central diamond center. As always, when the channel is defined in a chart, the centers at either end of that channel will also be defined. So that diamond is yellow in this chart. If it is undefined or open in another chart, it will be white, as with all the centers. And the gate 14 is in the sacral center, the red square in this chart, also defined, of course. The sacral center, as I have said before, is the most powerful motor center in the body, and yet it operates on a response, and therefore that power and strength is only there when you are getting a positive response to something, a strong yes or uh-huh. The diamond center, which I refer to as the heart, human design refers to as the G center, has to do with direction. It does not produce energy, but it helps direct that energy, especially with this channel, since it is connected to a motor center. And so gate 2 is actually known as the receptive in I Ching. The gate 14 is referred to as possessing in great measure. So you can begin to see the image that helps to convey the character of this channel as power being channeled, quite literally almost, through this receptive direction, this channel. And so I have a poem to convey to you the essence of this channel. And I will just also mention that in human design, it is often referred to as the channel of alchemy. Here is the poem. At her core, the earth burns, sending geysers high into the air. That same water falls back onto the stones, transforming them into channels and stairs. Molten rock, sand into glass, vessels to convey. Out to in, dust to dust, night to day. Peak to pond, stars to rock, egg to newt, lead to gold, host to guest, flower to fruit. Now I invite you to connect to Gaia, Mother Earth, with me as I do so and bring forth a message from her relevant to this week's energies and this channel defined this week. Take a few deep breaths and close your eyes if you'd like. Hello, this is Gaia. Today, Amy has been receiving messages through contact with us, physical contact. She mentioned a couple of weeks ago that she has been earthing and grounding quite literally, using her new earthing mat, which is not powered but does plug into the grounding rod only of outlets in order to connect directly, physically, to us, Gaia, to the earth. And by sitting outside, directly on the ground, on the grass, walking on the grass, touching the stones, and receiving that healing energy that comes from us. It heals mind, body, and soul. It heals the heart, it heals the emotions. And she has noticed that when she shares this with her dog, Newt, it is as if there are three beings truly coming together. In communion. She has always noticed, often throughout her life noticed, how good it feels to be around people who are open and welcoming. And that feeling trumps any feeling you might get through any other pursuit, any other work, any other play. It is that communion, those people, that community, the friendship and fellowship that matters most. And yet so many are distracted by the various activities that are available to you, so much that they forget or take for granted the community that they already have, the relationships that they already have, and forget to appreciate them, cherish them, for the love that is created. For the magic that happens when two or more come together. And there is a reason that it was once said in Jesus' name, when two or more come together in his name, he is there with them. It was meant to share the beauty of opening to that fellowship, to that communion, to the gifts that come about when you appreciate that coming together. When you are receptive to it, allow it into your heart and allow it to be conveyed from your own heart as well. That flow to happen. Not holding on to it, not allowing it to get stuck, not allowing walls to build up between people, but being open and receptive to the vast energy that is created when we unite, when we find that unity between any two beings that at one point seemed separate. That is the alchemy. And it is precious between people. It is precious between mammals. It is precious between animals. And yes, it can happen with us, Earth, Gaia, planets, stones, crystals. You can feel that energy in food even. And once you begin to attune yourself to perceiving these various vibrations, these various frequencies, and these various degrees of being alive, and the flow of energy that can occur through these various beings, that is when you are able to then ascend and to choose flow, choose expansion, choose unity. And it is important to remember that this can happen even when two beings seem quite different from each other. That diversity is beautiful too, just like a rainbow. It was a part of the original alchemy that was given to beings on Earth. The gift of astrology was within that body of knowledge, those practices. Because through astrology, and these various forms even, that you can identify your path, the path you chose before you incarnated in this lifetime, for a reason, for many reasons. What you came here to learn, what you came here to love, the truths that you came here to bring forth into the world, the transformations you came here to experience and perhaps to model for others. Each and every purpose that each and every one of us came here to embark upon is unique and different, even though there may be overlaps. And that is how and why each and every person and path is beautiful and to be accepted. Astrology helps you to see the beauty in that unique path when it doesn't look like others, when you haven't perhaps made enough progress yet to be able to see the beauty by yourself. Astrology helps to point that out for you, helps you to accept it and to perceive the possibilities that you may not have perceived before. And so through these types of astrology, there is the alchemy of turning what once may have looked like lead into gold. Turning what once may have looked like a lump of coal into a diamond. Embrace the pressure, that transformative force, which may feel uncomfortable at times. But that is how a piece of coal turns into a diamond. It causes you to stop looking all around yourself and to look within. And once you do so, the transformation occurs, the diamond appears, and once you see the diamond within yourself, it becomes that much easier to see the diamond in others. Thank you so much for joining us today. Namaste, beloveds.